I'm Madison Hart. And before we get started, let me set the tone for you a little bit. A second semester senior, an extreme extrovert, not really wanting to do the work, put in the time, as it may be. And I don't have a personal connection to many of my teachers, so I'm not feeling the accountability that I once had. Let me see if you know where I'm going with this. Anyways, not the most productive learning environment. But in the midst of all the drudgery of school, I was applying to colleges. So it's kind of a weird time in my educational experience. I'm hating learning. I'm really struggling to find the love of something I've been really passionate about for a long time. But I'm also committing a large sum of money and time the next 4 years to the very thing that I currently detest, which is learning. But the disclaimer really is that I didn't always hate learning. And I was often confused why my peers did. But as I was reflecting upon hating school and applying to all of these colleges, I did a lot of thinking. And by a lot of thinking, I mean a lot of thinking. See, what I concluded is this. People don't hate learning. In fact, they love it. Have you ever seen a kindergartner on the first day of school? Or just in general? They are obsessed with learning. They're so curious. People love learning. We are all curious by nature. So, pursuing education must be for everyone, right? That just simply makes sense. But that is wrong, so very wrong, and could not be any more wrong. However, pursuing learning is for everyone, and here's why. Tons of insanely bright students flunk out of high school or college, or even graduate school, because they get super burnt out after circling around the idea that I'm pursuing education because that is the fastest way to success. Education is what will make me successful. However, I know others who have not pursued academia and have found great success. These people love what they do and they learn it with vigor. While they may get tired sometimes, the instances of extreme burnout are nowhere close to the same. The trick is training your brain to learn effectively. Over the past year, I have deduced that the key to success is not necessarily education, but a love of learning. And more than that, the importance of continued learning beyond education. We all start out with this powerful driving force of curiosity, but somewhere along the way, many people hit burnout, and very few regain their love of learning again. Now, by no means am I saying that we need to make our education system easier. In fact, I may even be advocating for a more difficult education system. But what I think we really need to do is we need to make our education system more fun. Now, by no means am I saying that our teachers need to be throwing us parties in the quad every day, or we can skip Fridays to go to the beach and hang out with our friends. But I believe that the future of our country should be founded in a tailored approach to the individual educational experience. One where kids find love and joy in the rigor of their studies. We should commit to the concept of, if you love what you do, you will never work a day in your life. Because if everyone is doing their best at something they love, they work smarter, they work harder, and they're happier. So, honestly, I think we all should just take a second and pull on our childhood curiosity. Everyone take a second. And now don't stop. Thank you.